Clarence Hill, Ali Jawad, AT&T Stadium, the last game of the regular season for the Cowboys. A miserable loss, miserable disillusion, disjointed loss that seemed like their season. Here at AT&T Stadium, certainly they have two more games to go, but they're out of the playoffs. But just to lose the way they did uh, against the Los Angeles Chargers, it was lethargic to me. There's not a lot of energy in the stands and certainly on the field in the second half. What do you make of it?
Look, this defense gave up over 450 yards. And earlier this week, what was the big topic? Matt Eberflus going from sideline to the coach's box. That did absolutely nothing to help this team. So he was going to call the plays, can visualize, see, get the information, everything. Absolutely nothing happened there whatsoever. At the start of the game, it was competitive. It was a good game. The offense was getting going. It's great to see George Pickens ball out again, his fifth 100-yard game of the season. But when your defense is playing as poor as the Cowboys defense has been all season long, it just makes this offense non-existent, especially when you think this offense now has a 4,000-yard passer,
Right.
two 1,000-yard receivers, and a 1,000-yard running back. Just a shame to see it all go to waste.
Yeah, that's the thing our critics are. That's all empty stats. Empty stats. It doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. They're empty stats. Those numbers were put up, when the season was in the balance. They just kind of eclipsed it today, but those numbers were put up when the season was in the balance. But at the end of the day, it's empty stats. It means nothing. And you have a 4,000-yard passer, 2,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard running back who can be unstoppable at times. But it means nothing when your defense can't stop nobody. Your defense can't stop a nosebleed. Today was a perfect example. The offense was in a gear, in a groove. It seemed like just going through the motion, just pitching cats, do what they want. And everything they do, they stand on the head, make a great play. And the defense lets Chargers go right back down the field and do the same thing. Certainly, they made the adjustment. We're moving Eberflus from the sideline to the booth. It made no difference for this defense. And after the game, Jerry Jones basically he offered no defense for Eberflus. I mean, obviously said that the front office has some bearing on the personnel, but this is no one took up for Eberflus, and it's just inevitable. It's going to happen. He said he won't make a change before the end of the season. 2 games to go, but it looks like they're going to make a change.
Yeah, they put him on notice earlier this week. 2 games left. I mean, not sure what more you could really even try and show in 2 games left. Trayvon Diggs was back today as well. Didn't really make much of a difference. Revealed to us in the locker room that a mounted TV pole fell on his head. Finally it comes out. Just get your thoughts on that. I mean, was it so difficult to finally say all that and then let the truth out?
That's the thing about it is that's why, is he telling the truth now? Or why were you hiding this then? And one thing the Cowboys have a problem with to me is just being honest about things. They make things bigger than what they were. If he could have said that from the beginning, it would have been over. No one would have been asking questions, speculating, trying to tie the concussion and him being out to why the Cowboys kept him on the bench and kept him away longer than they did, if that's the truth. And certainly I've heard earlier this week and last week that he had intimated as much that it was more of a TV mount pole that hit him and not some other kind of pole that people were intimating. But again, he played. He made no difference.
Yeah,
he made no difference. And the issue with this team is there's no pass rush. They
Right.
played a lot of man to man. But there were no
on.
pressure.
Yep.
The defense backs had no chance. And before we leave, one thing that's talking to Jerry, he talked about how he's just happy to be here. He's happy to be alive. I don't know if he has the same sense of urgency to improve things. He's still talking about success 30 years ago and over the last 30 years, and there's some good things I've had. He mentioned that, I got 7 friends, only 70 people from my Arkansas football team won that championship are still alive. So I'm just happy to be here with you guys. And so when you got an owner that is happy to be here and not really upset and mad and infuriated with the results, how much change are you going to get?
Yeah, we'll see about that. Only 2 games left, 2 meaningless games now. Then it's on to the offseason. And for Cowboys fans, well, it's draft season for you guys now. But the final here at 34-17, Cowboys fall to the Chargers. They finished 4-3-1 with their home record on the season.